Saying good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. TV Liberia Live and ELBC 99.9 FM. So, folks, my name is Masiami Kone. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information. So, to the MOI press briefing will be addressed by Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. Our Minister of Information, Honorable Piah, is expected to speak on trending national issues and government-related issues. So I was taking still first. As I bring you four of these our MI press briefing. Also, I would like to say welcome to this live broadcast. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information. So MOI weekly press engagement, which continue to serve as a major platform for government communication, officially begin at 11:30 a.m. With the arrival and sitting of journalists, followed by inviting guests. The opening statement of the program of future. A welcome statement by the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, Honorable Daniel Desano. So sticking still for us, I'll bring you four of these press briefing. Keep following. Where the Minister, Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. So I was taking still to bring you four of these press briefing. Information where we will be bringing you a live broadcast of its press briefing. Well, today is Tuesday and press conference takes place in the Charles Graham Press Hall, and it will be addressed by the Minister of Information, Jerolinmek Piah. Well, the Minister will speak on trending national issues. Well, we have the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs here currently. Good afternoon, Minister.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Can you bring us up to speed on some of the issues that the Minister will speak to today?
Well, there are a number of issues of national concern that Minister Piah is expected to speak to today. The President, His Excellency Joseph Walker, was in Conakry yesterday for a very major meeting of the leaders from the Monrovia region. He arrived in the country late last night. Minister Piah is expected to roll out some of the decisions that were reached following that meeting. What's the next step that will be taken? What the public can be assured of, he's going to be saying it. You know very well that there was a communique signed by the three leaders yesterday following that meeting. So he's going to be speaking on that. Also on the local scene, there are a number of updates that he's going to provide on issues about government development initiative across the country, talking about the road infrastructure, the energy sector, and all of these things. He's going to be talking about them. Yes.
So, Minister Piah be speaking to the issue involving Samuel Jackson?
Well, when I say to you a number of issues of national concern, of course, the death of the South African nationality, the wife of Mr. Samuel Jackson, is a concern for the government of Liberia. Murder is a crime in Liberia. That's why the government attaches serious importance to that incident. So he's also going to be talking about how far we are with when I say we, I mean the government, how far the government is with the ongoing investigation. He's also going to be informing the public where the police is, what's the next step that the police is going to be taking. We heard yesterday that an autopsy was conducted. He's going to be showing light on all of these developments. But it's a matter of concern to the government of Liberia.
Thank you, Minister.
You are most welcome.
You've just listened to the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, Daniel Desano. Well, you heard from the House's mouth that the Minister will be speaking on trending national issues. Well, you can follow us on our various platforms. That's the Liberia National Television. We have social media and also the radio. Keep tuned. So once again, I'd like to encourage you to stick still with us as I bring you four updates of MOI, our regular press briefing. So today MOI press briefing will be addressed by Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. Honorable Piah is the Minister of Information. So let's now take a walk in the Charles Graham Conference Hall where the press conference will be held.
I'd like to welcome our radio listeners and television viewers. I'd like to invite the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, the Deputy Spokesperson of the government, Honorable Daniel Sando. Honorable Sando will reveal to you the message
So I would like to encourage you to stick and still first. I will stick and still first as bring you full updates of MOI press briefing. So there is Honorable Daniel Utisano, our Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs. He's pretty seated. Honorable Rufus Paul, our Deputy Minister, Assistant Minister for all technical services is pretty seated. So I'll stick and still first. I will stick and still first as bring you full updates of this press briefing. So that's Lawrence and family. Lawrence and family is acting as 16 Minister for Information Services alongside his principal deputies. I'll Priscilla Noah. So I'll stick and still first. I'll stick and still first to bring you full updates of this press briefing. So to the MOI press briefing will be addressed by Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. Honorable Piah is the Minister of Information. So any moment from now, Honorable Piah will be in. So I'll like to encourage you to stay with us. Don't you go away. So today MOI press briefing will focus on enhancing transparency and strengthening public awareness about government politics and programs. It will also serve as an important opportunity for the government to directly engage the media, by extension the Liberian people. So our major highlights of the press conference will be the interactive questions and answers sections during with journalists. So our journalists will also be allowed to raise critical questions and seek clarification on matters affecting the country. So on today, MOI press briefing will be moderated by Lawrence and family. Lawrence family is acting as 16 Minister for Information Services. So I would like to encourage you to still first. I will still first as bring you full updates of this press briefing. So we are now in the Chasburian Conference Hall. We are now in the Chasburian Conference Hall where MOI had its press briefing. So any moment from now, Minister Piah will be here. So the Ministry of Information says our these initiatives is part of interborder communication strategic aim at promoting our fit and consistent government message on the theme one government, one platform, one message, and one goal. So the approach will seek to improve the communication, dissemination of coordinated, clear, and accessible to all citizens. So sticking still first, I was sticking still first as I bring you full updates of MOI press briefing. So any moment from now, the Deputy Minister, the Minister of Information will be here. So that's the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, Honorable Daniel Sando is seated alongside his principal and 16th Minister, Honorable Rufus Paul is also seated, and another 16th Minister. They are also seated. So I was taking still first. As bringing full updates of this 21st edition of MOI press briefing. So wherever you are joining us from, I would like to say welcome. Welcome to this live broadcast. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information for the 21st edition of MOI regular press briefing. So once we are joining us from, you can just notify on the comment section or just notify on the comment section for recognition purpose. So that's Honorable Daniel Otesano. Honorable son is already here along with his principal deputies. Honorable Rufus Paul, his predecessor. So any moment from now, Honorable Jerolinmek Piah, Ministers of Information will be here any moment from now. So I'll stick and still first, as I bring you full updates of MOI Tuesday's press briefing. Keep following. So just notify in the comment section where you're watching us from. You can just notify in the comment section where you're watching this live broadcast from. So this is LNTV Liberia Live. You're just joining us. I would like to say once more, welcome to this live broadcast. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information. So we are still here. Awaiting the arrival of Honorable Piah. So wherever you are watching us from, just notify in the comment section. Also, let's now go to the comment section. Emmanuel Kekula said on good news. Emmanuel Lorena Goto said great minister. Vanny Morris said watching from Amagashan community. Also welcome Vanny. Also please like share this live broadcast. So Moses Asia said Genhan. Daniel Yankona say I'm watching from MFDP. Daniel Yankona, thanks for watching. George is watching. William Cooper is watching also. Antoinette Wick is watching. Anthony, thanks for watching. Prince Dakar is watching. Prince, thanks for watching. Prince Reese is also watching with us. Prince Reese, thanks for watching. So once again, I'd like to encourage you to please like share this live broadcast. So any moment from now, Honorable Piah will be here shortly. So TNN Kian is watching. TNN, thanks for watching. Crown Prince is watching. Eloin Pasa, we said I'm watching from Banga. Eloin, thanks for watching. Benjamin J.K. Anderson is watching. Benjamin, thanks for watching. So Jomel Johnson is watching. Jomel, thanks for watching. I would like to encourage you to please share the broadcast and invite someone to listen with you as well. Stephen Gon said, thanks for the clear updates. I'm watching from GSA Road. Stephen, thanks so kindly. Sam Rachel is watching also. Sam Rachel, thanks for watching. Bishop Ruby King said watching from Dame, New Mexico. Bishop, thanks for watching. Prince M. Dakin is also watching. Thanks for watching. So please invite someone to watch along with you also. Please invite someone to watch. And so we are still here in the Chadway Conference Hall at the Ministry of Information. We are still here in the Chadway Conference Hall at the Ministry of Information, where MOI hosts a Tuesdays and Thursdays weekly press engagement. So Kena Cole said, I'm watching from the compound of local government. Kena, thanks for watching. So Sport Liberia said, I'm watching from Cardwell. Sport Liberia, thanks for watching. Diana and David said, I'm watching from ELWA Rehab. Diana, thanks for watching. Larry D. Woga said, following the live. Larry, thanks for following. Please invite someone to watch along with you as well. Samuel D. Nago said, I'm watching from Peace Island, 540 community. Augustine Molly is watching. Augustine, thanks for watching. George Yekba Jr. said, I'm watching from Grand Crew County. George, thanks for watching. Paco P is watching. Paco P, thanks for watching. B. Thanks for Anderson said, watching from USA. Thanks so kindly. Ramsey said, watching from Asia, the Guinean soldiers have crossed into our side of the border and they are stationed there with their reflect while our immigration officer have so Sarah Lara said, I'm watching from USA. Oh, Sarah, thanks for watching. Big Boy Shoot said, I'm watching from Cardwell. Thanks for watching. Alex Yako said, LBS has become a Monrovia. So, Alice, please invite someone to watch along with you. Anthony Colley is watching. Oh, Anthony, thanks for watching. Compo Pastor, we said, following from my office. Oh, please invite someone to watch along with you. So, Martin Dobby Brown said, we hope the minister will throw light on the recent development of Guinean soldiers crossing the border after the summit here yesterday. So Martin, just sticking still for us as we bring you full updates of MOI press briefing. So Patrick Mayo Bobo said, I'm watching from Grand Cape Mount Ministerial for Congo Town Ministerial Complex. Oh, that's Congo Town Ministerial Complex. Stephen Gong said, please ask Minister to provide updates on the news circulating this morning that Guinean soldiers have once again crossed the border. Also, Stephen, please stay with us, Please stay with us, Minister Piah Malegle, throw light on that. So keep your comments coming, Keep your comments coming, Jerry. Jerry said, I'm watching from Guinea-Bissau. No, that's Brussels, Belgium. Thanks for watching, Jerry. So, sticking still with us. This is LNTV, Liberia Live, and ELBC 99.9 FM. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information. So today is the 21st edition of MOI, Tuesday's press briefing. We are here in the Chasgwayan Conference Hall, where MOI initially hosts a Tuesdays and Thursdays press briefing. So any moment from now, our Minister Piah will be here shortly. Any moment from now. So keep your comments coming. We are still here also. Any moment from now, the conference will be commenced. So Celebrity One said, I'm actually VP Sober. I'm watching from home. We urge the government to speedily resolve the Samuel Jackson murder situation on his South Africa wife. So still with us, our celebrity still with us. So Samuel Dobisaki is watching. Samuel, thanks for watching. So Samuel Sase, thank you for the updates following from Iron Gate, Mango Town community. Samuel, thanks for watching. So any moment from now, our Minister Piah will be here shortly. So I would like to encourage you to please share this live broadcast. Please share this live. So this is LNTV, Liberia Live, and ELBC 19. That's the arrival of Minister Jerolinmek Piah, our Minister of Information. He has just arrived in the conference hall. So that's Honorable Daniel Otisano. He's about to give the welcome statement. So still for us, as we bring you full updates of MR press briefing.
May I have your attention, please? Let me, on behalf of the senior management team of the Ministry of Information, welcome members of the public our diaspora citizens and residents who are following via the radio stations, State Radio, EFBC, the host of other community radio stations across the country. Pound FM in Monrovia is also relaying this edition of the Ministry's press briefing. I want to welcome all of you to the Charles Bail Press Hall here at the Ministry of Information. Today is Tuesday, the 17th day of March, 2026, and today's press briefing will be solely addressed by the official spokesperson of the government of Liberia, the Honorable Minister of Information, Jerolinmek Piah. It is so because there are a number of issues that the Minister has laid out to address in detail. And so this press conference, we expect you to give us your undivided attention. No discussion to allow the Minister to lay out what he has to share with members of the press and the Liberian public. That being said, I'm sure by now EFBC have already concluded the views, so I want to encourage all of you to please put your gadgets in place, give me your undivided attention as I now invite to the podium the Honorable Minister of Information, Jerolinmek Piah.
So on that, the voice of Honorable Daniel Otesano, Honorable Sano is the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs. I just give a welcome statement. Our next is Honorable Jerolinmek Piah, Minister of Information. Honorable Piah is expected to address trending government and national issues. So still with us still with LNTV Liberia Live to bring you full updates of this press briefing. Keep following.
I would like to welcome all of you back here after a long weekend due to the holiday event, and to be engaged with what is routine here at the Ministry of Information, that comes to so, and the way we want to start is set out the last spirit of all the words of God. I see that most of you in this hall are very young. So it shows also that many of you here may not have seen the war that was fought here in Liberia amongst ourselves. It's a civil war without external aggression. Wars have grave consequences. So it is only proper for nobody anywhere to see war as an option. And that's the reason why those of us who've seen war and who know what war is and are opportune to be today's leaders, every time we feel our powers to seek very peaceful means of solving this constantly. And that's exactly been trying to do with regards to the situation at our borders. And we believe we've been on the right path. But different segment of people got their own responsibilities, including leaders who are now engaged in the day-to-day activities that we undertake as a government when we are faced with these kinds of situations, including ordinary citizens and including you who are journalists. And I'd like to start with our leaders. We know that we are in the AI period. We know that anybody can try to caricature any image, including images of each of you here, in every form they want to have it in. When those doing so are not people in position of authority, then they're just doing what they're supposed to do. But those doing so are national leaders. You got to reflect on what the implications of what you try to do is. You have a crisis situation that we manage. If a national leader takes the image, generated image of the leader of the country, dressed in purported military attire, and say the leader is ready. If you are a national leader, what kind of message are you sending out? Are you helping with the process meant to mitigate the situation that has a potential of leading to something bigger? What do you consider your role in such a situation? Do you forget that those kinds of postings and imageries can be exploited by those who want to exploit it to suggest that if Minister Piah is a national leader in Liberia and he's posting this and saying this, it means that is the path the country has chosen to take. Do you consider that implication? So without wanting to address any particular issue, because it will take away from what we want to achieve, we want to send out a general advisory to all those in leadership. Whether you are a minister, whether you are a judicial official, whether you are a member of the legislature, wherever you are in the public space playing national leadership role, you've got to be careful and circumspect about your activities on social media. Especially if you choose to use a crisis situation in a way that leads to maybe you think it's fun making and not being cognizant of the implications thereof. If I, in my capacity as a Minister of Information, posted my leader in the military regalia and say, yes, the leader is ready, that's not positive messaging. If the other side of the party takes it and interprets it as an indication that this is what the country is ready for, this is what the country wants, maybe that's not what it portrays. But because what you've done is being left at the discretion of people to interpret it the way they want, it doesn't help to solve any problem. It leads to escalation. And no national leader, on any circumstance, should come down low and see an emerging national crisis as a fun-making element or as a social media gimmick. We carry huge responsibilities on our shoulders. As leaders, we should set examples that our people should follow. We should provide leadership, direction, and guidance. And we reduce ourselves to those kinds of roles. What then do we expect from the ordinary citizens? So we'd like to strongly caution our leaders, irrespective of what branch of government they work for, to rather remain quiet if they have nothing to offer in what we are doing as a government to handle a situation than to do some of the things we've seen. And to you, members of the press too, you are journalists, you want to report truth. But your reportage around a situation with grave potential of escalation should be done with utmost responsibleness, a sense of nationalism, love for country, patriotism. The government has been very transparent in communicating around these issues, but the government has also been very careful in how it's been communicated. And the way you report, the way you provide coverage, must be in a way that aids whatever we're doing to maintain the peace, the security, and stability that we all need. You can wake up from your house in the morning and go to your different assignments because you have peace. You can go to bed and sleep sound, wake up in the morning and do other things you're supposed to do because you have peace. You can move around when day breaks and find food and other needs for your families because you have peace. These conditions do not exist in times of war. And this is the reason why I stress that looking across the hall, maybe with the exception of a few persons, maybe like Al Buya there, but I'm not sure many of you here saw and know what war is. See where we currently are, there's a global conflict ongoing. That conflict is not taking place yet, but the repercussions and implications are felt here. What is with daily commodities you need to take care of yourselves and your families? What is about petroleum products? Or what is the staple you eat that you don't produce? That global crisis has the propensity to impact everything in ways that brings huge consequences and repercussions out of us. That's what war is. So you play to help to mitigate, de-escalate, and promote peace. You now play a role that incites. Now play a role that tries to exacerbate an existing situation. Now play a role that looks at what you want to see is chaos. You cannot be a Liberian citizen. You cannot be a Liberian leader. You cannot be a Liberian media personality, or you cannot be a Liberian citizen who does not contribute peacefully to an ongoing process meant to maintain peace, but whether consciously or unconsciously, conduct yourself in a way that does not help the process. To do so as though if a problem was to escalate and leads to chaos, you will be hanging in the skies and not on the ground. But even if you did, what about your fellow citizens? What about family members? What about old and vulnerable people who got nowhere to go? What about children, women, and the elderly, who normally carry the biggest shares of the burden that will come with conflict? What's about them? And if in your leadership role you're not thinking about all of these people, then you don't deserve to be a leader. And we just wanted to sound out that advisory so that every citizen of our country, irrespective of who you are, public official, ordinary citizen, or whatever, realizes that these are times when we require all hands on deck. And so still in that vein, as we've been managing to contain this situation, a high-power government delegation has been in Conakry for a number of days, meeting, and then yesterday, the heads of states joined. President Waka, on a special flight, flew to Freetown, where he was joined by his Sierra Leonean counterpart. And they both traveled to Conakry for a mini summit of the MRU hosted by the President of Guinea, the Foreign Minister of Ivory Coast attended, representing His Excellency Alassane Ouattara. The summit was part of an effort that is collective and aimed at preserving stability along the common borders of the region, strengthening security cooperation, consolidating good neighborliness between mainly the three countries, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. The leaders examined the security situation at their common borders, particularly the recent incident that have led to tension in certain border communities. At the conclusion of the tripartite summit, the heads of state, one, expressed their concern regarding the proliferation of crises and conflict worldwide, that comes with economic, security, and humanitarian repercussions that particularly affect developing countries. They reaffirmed their unwavering commitment to the principles of sovereignty, inviolability of borders, territorial integrity, political independence, good neighborliness, and fraternity, which form the foundation of relation of friendship and cooperation between the three countries. And towards that end, they called for the return to the status quo of peaceful coexistence amongst members of the border communities. They recommitted to peace, to security, to stability, and development in the Monrovia Union countries. They recommitted to solving border issues between and amongst their countries in the MRAU region through peaceful diplomatic settlement consistent with Article 33 of the United Nations Charter. They recommitted to joint security cooperation to combat insecurity, terrorism, transnational organized crimes, and trafficking. They committed to jointly develop and promote economic activities in the border areas for peaceful coexistence and prosperity of the people. They encouraged the pursuit of economic cooperation and regional integration initiatives, notably in the fields of trade, infrastructure, energy, environment, and free movement of persons, goods, and services. They decided to strengthen collaboration between their defense and security agencies through intensification of joint border patrols and operations, regular exchange of security information and intelligence, the establishment of rapid communication mechanisms between local and security authorities. They instructed the agencies in charge of border issues to meet as soon as possible to prevent and contain incidents, facilitate dialogue between communities, and propose concerted solutions, as well as to pursue, with the support of regional and international partners, technical work regarding the clarification and demarcation of territorial borders and maritime borders to avoid any divergent interpretation. They agreed to strengthen joint border security and surveillance mechanisms, notably through intensification of cooperation between defense and security agencies in the implementation of common conflict prevention initiatives. They agreed to convene a summit of the Monrovia Union within 1 month with the aim of revitalizing its institutions to facilitate regular dialogue on peace, on security, and development amongst member states. The heads of state at yesterday's meeting expressed their willingness to undertake working visits to their respective countries in the interest of strengthening fraternity, cooperation, and peaceful coexistence. These positions just read represent a summary of the communique that was signed by the 3 presidents, the President of Guinea, the President of Liberia, and the President of Sierra Leone at the end of yesterday's Heads of State meeting in Conakry. And like you heard from there, in a month's time, another meeting will be convened. The venue of that meeting will be decided subsequently. And it is expected again that the 3 leaders, and probably this time around, the President of the Côte d'Ivoire will attend. As the global situation is ongoing with regards to war in the Middle East. As a country, we continue to tread very carefully so that the repercussions of that war on our own economic and other activities are consistently intact. We're keeping petroleum products and other essential goods available. What we could not be able to control would be pricing, because these are part of the global marketing activities. So if a barrel of crude oil is $100, then it determines what the price is at that time. If it goes to $200, yes, then of course the price is adjusted, because those who bring the petroleum products, they buy them. So what we continue to do is to be quickly adjusting when there is also global adjustment. So every time the price on the global market, we hope that that doesn't take long. We hope that whatever the situation is globally will be resolved the soonest, so that things will be okay with everybody. But as long as the product is available, irrespective of what the cost is, we always make sure it is here. And what will happen is we will have to pay for what we want to utilize consistent with what the global price is. The government is fully committed to doing that. We're working with all the importers to make sure we all remain on track. What we will not tolerate for an inch is this: no one will be allowed to create a situation that leads to scarcity or artificial shortage. That will not be allowed to happen. This is the reason why the LPRC and the government as a whole is very keen as they put up, because we, through the LPRC, put up petroleum products that are available to the importers. Yesterday, and as it will continue, the joint team will continue, and led by, in most cases, by the managing director of the LPRC himself, will continue to be in the field. They're giving you the product so that no product will have to be available. And when you say product is not available, they will be in the field. And you have to sell the product. But any importer of petroleum product who tries to create any semblance of artificial shortage, who try to hoard products, the LPRC has said, and that represents the position of the government, that when you are caught, your operational license will be revoked. This is an issue that we will not compromise. Those who always have the desire to exploit these kinds of global circumstances should be aware and should be warned very strongly that the action that awaits you, if you're a businessman and you want to keep doing business, you will do that business continuously if you have the legal grounds to do so, and that is by virtue of the operational permit you have. And if there is an attempt to exploit the usage of that permit, as we try to mitigate a major global situation that every country of the world, including all of the developed countries, are confronted with, there will be no hesitation in revoking your operational license. And be aware that a team of monitors will be constantly and consistently out there at your different storages, your filling stations, etc., to make sure that you do not create any kind of artificial shortage and try to paralyze economic activities. We all have to understand that this is not a normal circumstance that can be faulted on the government. This is a global crisis. And all we're trying to do is to navigate in a very successful way that global crisis to keep us afloat in having the products we need, even if it is at a cost that is consistent with what it takes to have the product both in country and on the market. The LPRC Managing Director told me that they do have products and efforts are being concluded to bring in additional products, and they will continue to work to do so. Because in their view, and that represents the view of the government, is it is better to always have the product here, even with the adjusted price based on what the global implications are, than not to have it. That is the commitment and the charge to keep on our part as a government. So you realize that most recently they made some adjustment based on again the global pricing, and new price ceilings were given for gasoline, for example. The wholesalers were buying the product for $4.59 per gallon, and those selling at the pump price are expected to sell it at $4.87 or $910 per gallon. For fuel oil, the wholesale selling was put at $5.50, much higher. And the retail or pump price, $5.78 or $1,080 per gallon. And that price structure is based on the Central Bank of Liberia current exchange rate, which they put at 187 to $1, ensuring local currency stability. The government's approach emphasizes maintaining a steady supply of petroleum products across Liberia, preventing long queues at filling stations, stabilizing price during a period of heightened international economic uncertainty caused by fluctuating oil reserves and global conflict. The Liberia Special Economic Zones Authority is to establish Liberia's first packaging solution center to strengthen SME access to global markets. The ever first packaging solution center, a landmark initiative aimed at strengthening the competitiveness of small and medium enterprises and improving the quality of locally produced goods across Liberia. The facility, to be known as Liberia Packaging Solution, will support businesses in improving presentation, preservation, and marketability of locally produced goods to meet internationally acceptable packaging standards. The Economic Zone Authority Chairperson Prince Red made a disclosure at an SME conference organized by the authority. He revealed that approximately 675,000 have been allotted on the private sector investment program PSRP to support the construction and initial setup of the facility, including the procurement of specialized packaging equipment. And once operational, the management of the center will be outsourced to experienced operators to ensure efficient and professional services. The National Oil Company of Liberia will partner with AOW Energy, the leading independent platform connecting African energy industries with global investors and policymakers, shaping the energy landscape. The partnership is a significant shift in Liberia's strategy to attract upstream investment by leveraging AOW's established infrastructure to engage directly with the world's top energy stakeholders. Through this collaboration, local and AOW Energy will jointly promote Liberia's growing upstream potential and evolving energy storage to the global investment community. Unlike a traditional marketing agreement, this partnership utilizes AOW Energy's unique role as a convening platform where policymakers, ROCs, and institutional investors come together. Through this event, NOCA will use a set of platform-specific tools designed to boost transparency and build investor confidence. And central to this is the release of Liberia's Upstream Guide, a detailed data room and investment memorandum hosted on the AOW platform. The guide provides in-depth look into Liberia's hydrocarbon basin, fiscal terms, and regulatory roadmap, offering investors the due diligence needed to move exploration discussion forward. Additionally, the partnership enables high-level engagement opportunities. NOCA's representatives will take part in dedicated forums, investment summits, and curated sessions hosted by AOW Energy, facilitating direct dialogues with sovereign wealth funds, independent exploration firms, and major oil producers. For AOW Energy, hosting Liberia reinforces the platform's mission to showcase the breadth of African opportunity. For NOCA, this collaboration goes beyond simple promotion. It is a strategic move to build meaningful relationships needed for long-term national progress. As global focus gradually shifts towards emerging African energy frontiers, NOCA renewed efforts through AOW Energy sends a clearer message that the country is prepared to engage with the world, unlock the potential beneath the water, and partner globally to drive energy-led growth and economic transformation. The Ministry of Health, through the Mental Health Unit, with support from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, and funding from the USA International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, is conducting supportive supervision and monitoring visits to drug rehabilitation and treatment facilities. The initiative aims to strengthen data collection and reporting systems on drug use and treatment demand, which remain limited and fragmented in Liberia. Reliable data is essential for evidence-based policymaking, improved treatment services, and effective resource allocation. As part of this effort, the Ministry of Health has adopted a treatment demand indicator to standardize data collection from drugs treatment facilities. Through this supervision exercise, health professionals and treatment centers are being mentored to strengthen the drug use surveillance and information system, improve reporting practices, and enhance quality assurance in treatment services. The facilities visited include the St. Benedict Many Center for Rehabilitation and Reintegration, the Journey Against Violence, the LRRC Drug Treatment Facility, the Mother of Light Rehabilitation Center, the Women Rescue Doctors, Community Impact Foundation, New Life Recovery Center, the National Rehabilitation Center for Drugs and War-Affected Youth, amongst others. The initiatives form part of the U.S. RNL-funded project on drug use prevention, treatment and care in Liberia, aimed at building the capacity of treatment providers to collect, analyze, and use high-quality data to strengthen the national response to substance use disorder. The ministry remains committed to strengthening the national fight against drugs usage. We are all aware that a Liberian citizen tragically lost his life in Ghana, and we've been in contact with the embassy that is following up to know what is happening, and the embassy has provided briefings to the effect that investigations are ongoing into the killing of Austin Tenwell. That as of yesterday, the 4 suspects connected to the case were arraigned in court before the Batsona District Court. During the court proceeding, the presiding judge recognized the presence of the suspects and informed the court that the matter is currently awaiting legal advice from the Office of the Attorney General. The court further explained that due to the nature of the offense, the case will ultimately be tried by the High Court, which has jurisdiction to hear such matters. However, the case is scheduled for March 30th, 2026 at 10 a.m. The Embassy of the Republic of Liberia in Ghana will continue to follow the case closely and will remain engaged with the relevant authorities to ensure that justice is served in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Ghana, while providing moral support to the family of the late Austin Tenwell. The embassy appeals to members of the Liberian community both in Ghana and at home to remain calm and allow the due process of law to take its course as the legal process continues. Further updates on the case will be made available when the embassy got seen. And finally, the LDEA is continuing its national effort to crack down on drugs. And the Nimba County Detachment, in collaboration with the Joint Security, has arrested a suspect identified as Mohammed Sharif at the Ganda port of entry for illegal possession of controlled substances. The arrest was carried out on Saturday, March 14 at about 1 p.m. during a routine security operation conducted at the border. During the operations, officers confiscated 250 pouches of tramadol tablets from the suspect. Authorities also recovered 700,000 Guinean francs, equivalent to approximately 14,000 Liberian dollars. The estimated street value of the seized drugs is 7,770,000 Liberian dollars, which is equivalent to about 40,809 US dollars. The suspect is currently in the custody of the LDA in England, ongoing investigation. And the confiscated drugs and cash have been secured for evidence. The LDA continues to strengthen collaboration with joint security to prevent the trafficking and illegal movement of controlled substances across Liberia's border, and the law to urge citizens to continue to assist in the national fight against drug trafficking and report suspicious activity through their hotlines, which are 0777 133 and 333, 077 133 and 333, or 0888 133 333. 0888 133 333. And just a forerunner to what I said, that there will be strong monitoring of those who are charged with the responsibility of selling petroleum products. The team led a major crackdown in Monrovia County with individuals who were trying to inflate the price of petroleum product and up to 1,000 gallons of seeds. Beyond the seizure and auctioning of these products, when they're done, like I said, the individuals station themselves will risk being closed. But if you are an importer, you risk the revocation of your operational license. We take these matters very serious, and the extent to which we take it serious we see through our actions as a government. Once again, we like to urge one of our citizens with regards to the current situation at the border to conduct ourselves responsibly, stay away from things that may lead to escalation, because war is something none of you here want to see. I want to thank you for your attention and give you a chance now to ask some questions if you have.
So that's the presentation. That presentation was done by Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. Next is questions and answers by journalists.
Thank you. My name is Thank you, Mr. Piah, for the overview. But as you have already given information to Liberians, especially about the summit between the three nations, best part of that, information is currently being reported that the Guinean soldiers have now crossed the Solomba River, and then currently citizens from that side are currently leaving their residence. So what is going on, what this government is doing? And if you permit me lastly on the issue of the petroleum, I think at the kind of time, taxi drivers and other commercial drivers utilize it for their own gain. What is the message to them from the angle of the government? Saying you spoke to importer. Thank you.
Quiet, please.
My name is Joseph Sally and I report for Lata FM and TV. Honorable Minister, please, I want to say something. I traveled to Lofa on a Thursday and returned on a Sunday. And when I went, I drove from Salai, when I got at my town junction, Zowolo, drove from Zowolo to another time back you do, and I saw serious improvement on the issue of the road. And I was mandated by my people, because once you are a journalist, you feel like you're always around, the president, and around government officials. So I was mandated by my people to come to say these things, to send their thanks and appreciation to the president for his commitment in improving the roads, because it's been long. When I was there last July, because I spent the 26th, and the road was in a very, very deplorable condition, and they are so much happy. So I want to say thank you so much to the government for that. But my question here is, in further to that, I also went to the border, but this issue here, it raises serious concern. Yesterday we saw the president, traveling to Guinea, and for me, I still believe that information surrounding this whole thing is not given properly to the people. There are a lot of people who still believe that they want to know what was discussed between the both presidents on the issue of this land, whether there are certain sides still belonging to Liberia, or there are certain sides still belonging to Guinea. Thank you so much.
I think these those were all the questions.
So that's eight for questions. Next is response by the minister. So if you just joined us, I would like to say welcome to this live broadcast. I'm coming to you live at the Ministry of Information. So this is LN TV, Liberia Live, and ELBC 99.9 FM. When we are about to respond to concerns that was raised by our journalists. So our sticking still was bringing full updates of this press briefing.
Like each of us do. That questioning comes also to myself. I'm the Minister of Information. I'm not a head of security. So it means every time you see me come to you, like during this crisis, I have issued, the Ministry of Information has issued 2 separate press statements. The content of those press statements were not imagined by me. They were provided to me by the appropriate authorities. And that is how crisis communication is managed. If I have additional information to give you concerning the border, I'll be briefed by the relevant actors, and then I bring it forward to you. And I say so to say I cannot respond to a query made by the first person who asked question talking about Guinea and crossing back into the border. When you're having a crisis situation and you're resolving it, it's not straitjacket. Not managing a creation problem where somebody just come and say, let the confusion end. Even if you sign a communique as you do, and then it's over. What you should be more concerned about, which we've done effectively, is whether you saw somebody crossing the border, whether you saw Liberian crossing the other side of the border. You have not seen whatever the misunderstanding is at the border escalate into an act of war. That's what we're doing as a government. So if you say, oh yeah, they had a conference yesterday and somebody crossed the border, like I said, I can't confirm that. I will talk to the authorities. But if you see somebody cross there and did what? Launch an attack on Liberia. 1,000 persons are being killed. Hundreds wounded. Towns burned. Is that what you say? So once you fall short of those issues, it means that the issues there are resolved. That is what the government is interested in. And no one is bigger than the leaders of the country. The soldiers who come to the border, the individuals who do different things. It is the president of the 3 countries that met, not people, not their representatives, not their proxy, themselves. So it shall be well. Yes, your concern about drivers is very important. What I know normally happens during this period, when the new pricing release, transport fares normally are brought alongside. I haven't seen one, so I will find out from the Ministry of Commerce and Ministry of Transport to see what jointly they are doing to guide the transport process consistent with the changes we'll continue to see in the price of petroleum product, because, and I will say continue to see, because it's not something that you can control. Each of you here, you will be selling market. If you go and buy one bag of rice, $40. The money you sell for a cup of rice is not the same. You buy the same bag of rice, $20. So that retailing price is always influenced by what the actual price of the product is. And generally, the smart people are getting to listen to BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, everything, and you're following day to day what is happening with the petroleum market as a result of the conflict that is currently ongoing globally. And what we will do, like I said, I want to re-emphasize, is we'll always make sure the product is here. How much we all pay for it will depend on what the global price is. There's zero anybody can do about that. It's better to do it that way than to not have a product. When you don't have a product, nobody will have it. So many things will shut down. People in some places still rely on petroleum products to generate energy. Hospitals, schools, and other places need standby generators that petroleum products. Right now, we're doing the press conference when LAC is on now. If LAC went out, I got to go put the generator. And I want to go inside petroleum products. So that's how important it is, and that's why we pay very serious attention to it. When the young man from Lata TV said, people stay away to hear what you say. The first several minutes of the press conference explained to you the content of the communique. It says to you the leaders recommitted themselves to solving the problem and the border diplomatically and through peaceful means. You can interpret that one to your people. And from Zulu, or where you say you're from. So if your people are, I understand it now, I read all the things here, the content of the communique. Take it and summarize it. Put it in your dialect and go tell your people. They will understand it better than maybe saying it clean that they don't understand what happened. Because I don't know how else we can say it. And your role as a journalist, when you come with a spirit, you find a way to put it in a way that the people too will understand it. And you always remind us at this press conference about your local route. Extend that local route to helping your people to understand what they have to understand. And thank you for the message you say that the people to you to bring back about the road. Early next month, two things will happen. One will be the dedicatory ceremonies of the Banda to Sarajevo Road, which has now been declared complete. To be dedicated. As the project continues from Sarajevo to Konya and onto Wanjima. And then the same next month, early next month, will launch formally the beginning of the Pali 4 project, which will see the pavement of the road that leads from St. Paul Bridge to Pool Waterside as a 4-lane road, from Clay to Tottenham as a 2-lane road, and from Mendekoma to Wanjima as a 2-lane road. That project, or groundbreaking ceremony for that project, will also be held early next month as we'll be dedicating the completion of the Banda to Sarajevo, which has now finally been completed. On Thursday, the Minister of Public Works will be presenting here at the press briefing. The goal is to tell you the full story of our infrastructure development program, ranging from what has been done to what will be done, to funding initiatives, to what the whole vision is about infrastructure development in Liberia. Minister Giddings will be our special guest, and I want you to prepare yourself so that you're engaging on all the outstanding questions you may have with regards to the infrastructure sector of our country. We are also working to bring the MD of the LEC, who, to the best of my knowledge, have not done much engagement with the press. I know he's gone to one or two radio stations at a time, but he needs more interaction and more engagement with the media. And there's no better place he can do it than here at the Ministry of Information, where all the media houses in the country, all are represented. You see, when you sit on Prime, ERBC, Spoon, OK, or wherever you are, you're speaking to one media entity. When you speak at the Ministry of Information, you're speaking to all the media entities. And it's something that we have continued to encourage government officials to take advantage of, because communicating to the people is not an option. It's not something you can choose to or not to do. The right to information is fundamental. And that's why as a government we are obligated in telling the people that they voted you, they give you the power. You got to have conversations with them on what you're doing with the power they give you. That's the reason why these media engagements are important, and that's why I, as the spokesperson of the government, take this serious, and I come here every Tuesday and Thursdays, in addition to the fact that we go on talk shows, that we publish our newspaper, that all the different things we do to communicate. When is the town hall? 27. So on the 27th, the other medium of communication that we introduce, which is the government town hall, goes to Grand Master County. And that edition is like a legislative edition, because the two persons that will be presenting there will be the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives and the President pro tempore of the Liberian Senate. Those will be the two guests, because we've tried our best to always not portray the Ministry of Information like a mouthpiece of the executive, but rather the mouthpiece of the government of the Republic of Liberia. So we always provide, except where it's not embraced, it's not taken, but we always provide opportunities for all three branches of the government to be heard through this platform. If you notice, we want to say sympathy to Mr. St. Jackson for the death of his wife. You notice we didn't say anything about it because we want to give the relevant people, the police and others who are seized of that matter, to continue to do their work. We don't have to communicate anything about it, because you see the police, through their spokesman, doing a great job in updating the public. That should be enough. We also want to use this platform to reach our illustrious, dynamic, and energetic Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, the Honorable Jerolinmek Piah, happiest of birthdays as he celebrates his birthday today. Our prayer is that God will continue to guide him, to strengthen him, to grant him the wisdom that is needed so that he, together with President Waka, can continue providing the kind of quality leadership that they are providing. I particularly feel proud of Vice President Kuhn, and I do so because it is not common. You look all around the world, it's not common that a vice president has so much confidence from his boss. Whether you wanted to solve the yellow machine crisis, say, Mr. Vice President, take charge. Whether you wanted to handle pressing situations as they were unfolding, you say, Mr. Vice President, take charge. Whether you wanted to look at the Putu Mountain situation that we are looking forward to utilizing, you say, Mr. Vice President, take charge. It's not common. When the president himself, who said the vice president, made a reference that a vice president is like a raised car parked in the garage, it's true. But you know why it's always been so? It's when the leader does not give that space and leverage the vice president to excel. So as a former vice president, President Waka knows what a vice president goes through. And so he chose that he would not allow this vice president to experience what other vice presidents experience. And because the vice president too has proven that he's capable, that every mission he's being given, every mandate he's being given, he has executed so expeditiously that he's gained beyond normal level confidence of his boss, President Jerolinmek Piah. So on this day, on behalf of the government, I want to say to him, happy birthday, and God's continued blessing upon our great, great, great vice president, young and energetic. All of us in government, wish you well. Thank you for your attention.
So first of all, that's it for the press briefing here at the Ministry of Information. So on to the MOI press briefing was addressed by Honorable Jerolinmek Piah. Honorable Piah spoke on trending national issues. He spoke about the Regional Security Cooperation (MOU) between the Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. The head of state recommend to strengthen joint security cooperation to combat tourism, transitional crime and trafficking, promoting peace, resolution of border dispute through diplomatic channel. He spoke about enhancing intelligence, sharing and communication among our security agencies, preventing and managing border-related incidents. He also spoke about leadership, emphasizing the importance of spending cross-border economic activities and promoting trade and cultural exchange and environmental cooperation. So once again, for those of you who have been following, I would like to say thanks for following this live broadcast. Do join us Thursday for another edition of MOI press briefing. Until then, my name is Masiame calling. Thanks so much.